Welcome back everyone! While we wait for these FNaS recodes, let's check out Five Nights at Sonic's Solar SwitchUp, another game being worked alongside the originals. This game had its demo released on July 26th of this year, and it claims to go with a similar yet different approach from the original Blue Hedgehog's games. So, let's take a look. There isn't really a story, just you're gonna work at Blaze's bakery and have fun! So to start, one of the first things I noticed are the game's visuals. The game looks nice, with the cameras having a good amount of detail and the characters look well made. The characters here are different from the usual approach, with Blaze being the main, and I think it's a unique take. Blaze even has some of her powers from her base game, as she can burn down the doors in the office. You're told that from the phone calls, which are a little hard to understand as the voice felt a bit too muffled, but it was still doable. Blaze's mechanic though is quite boring. Turning on the lights and that's it is quite underwhelming, especially since she moved through the entire building and she doesn't appear too often. She's rather slow. The power used in the office goes down very fast, so you must charge 3 generators to the max to get another 100% usage. The idea is alright, but feels rather unnecessary. I think that giving you 200% power, kind of like in the Five Nights at Wario's games, would have been better. Last thing to note is the sound design. It is really good, like the music in the file select screen. It has a lively feel to it. It is quite nice, reminds me of Sonic Rush, which is fitting as Blaze came from that game, and also the ambience is pretty good with some bits of the night having this weird and eerie noise. Night 1 was alright, good to get to know the place, but nothing too fun. Let's move on to Night 2. Night 2 introduced cream and cheese, and I quite like their mechanics. They work like Foxy where they stay in one place until running out. Cheese goes through the vent, and cream immediately goes towards the door. It really makes one move quickly and keeps you active, even though they attacked me once. Here Blaze also entered a vent, which at least gives her variety, even if she still was rather slow. She did kill me though. And at least they have a cool jump scare, making them more threatening than scary, which I think matches nicely the vibe of the game. Well, that concludes the demo, so let's just summarize all the positives and negatives so I can give my final thoughts on what I think of this game. The graphics look very nice, the unique feel really shows, and I like most of the ideas. This game was too easy, as characters moved way too slow for having such simple mechanics. The generator mechanic, while a distinctive idea, feels like an unneeded gimmick and could have been handled better. And finally, the phone calls are a little tough to understand, so some subtitles or increasing the volume might be a good plan. So, my final thoughts? While I didn't enjoy the game that much, there were still some things that I appreciated, and I do look forward to the full game since most of my complaints will probably be fixed there. Check it out if you're interested, but you won't really miss much, so waiting for the full game isn't a bad option.